Well, hello. That's a shocker if YouTube's actually doing its job correctly today. I figured I'd try and knock this thing out before Brittany goes live with special guests. I forgot to cover the backs of these last night. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed a whole bunch of stuff because sleepless working is never fun. So I've got both kids wide awake, moving around, just being nice and quiet for now. I hear one coming up. At least he's stomping around or something. Oh, I still haven't caught up on any Dexter. I will one day. Oh, I think I'm gonna pull up my camera and see if I can keep an eye on my son. Because he is upstairs thumping a lot. I just want to make sure he's not getting in any trouble. So, which one is the one with his son? That is that First Blood or is that something else? Because that was the last one that I watched, and after watching it, I was pissed. Let's see here. So there's New Blood and Original Sin. Original Sin came out December of 2024. And New Blood came out in 2021. Okay, so I've seen New Blood. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I definitely miss seeing him in all of his murderous glory. I'm glad that they don't let the show die. Oh, boy. Sounds like my son is upstairs auditioning for WWE. Minister. You guys hear music, a little background music I've got going? That's from Slipstream. I decided I wanted some background noise. Ugh, and hiccups. That was not cars or a fish tank. Stretched out a lot. So it's Resurrection is the third spinoff. You totally did not do that at all. What the heck is that? Oh my god. I just cleaned my glasses and immediately it's like been up on the side. My bottom's gonna be ever so slightly crooked, but whatever. Oh crap! You know what? I forgot this is half an inch seam allowance on everything, and I need to stay consistent. If I change it to 3/8, I'm gonna screw everything up. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh, I have to undo this anyway. Wow. And I thought having sleep would make things better. I was so wrong. Can anybody guess what I did? I just sewed my lining right onto the bag bottom for the exterior. Oh boy, I jaded. Wow. And I do have a slight headache, but I'm gonna blame that. I don't know what happened. Had everything set up all nice, proper, and I still managed to screw it up. One of these days, I think I'm gonna go through all of my footage and I'm just gonna do a collection of all my screw ups and put that in a video. I didn't catch it with the basting, so that's good. And it's within the seam allowance at least. I think this is a sign that I need to both sleep more and sew more. Less time on the computer, more time behind the machine. I'm like so out of practice. I'm not even checking for things. Doesn't help that I'm still disoriented from the move. I love how when I do stuff like this, I'll stitch the entire thing and then I'll realize I messed up. Yeah, well, it's the Amman thread. It's the good stuff, so I wouldn't want it any other way. Except for these tiny little things. It's like trying to tweeze a tiny little hair that just will not come out. All right. Now I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm too lazy. I mean, I literally have a lint roller right here. But what's the point when I can be comic relief for everybody else by trying to pick up tiny things with my nails? So I'm going to staple this side because the basting stitch shifted. on the other side. So I don't want it to shift this time. Not that it really matters, but let's try and make a few things go right this time. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's right. I forgot that Slipstream sucks at continuing to play music, which means I need to manually start something again. Well, I guess I just pulled up a list of individual songs instead of a playlist. As much as I want a 1541, the narrow walking foot for zippers does not compare to a zipper foot for the 8700. I just can't get close enough. I don't know why the feet are so bulky. I suppose I could just cut these off. I gotta trim these off. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and attach the side panels, even though I forgot to mark my centers, because I am just so on top of things right now, right? Let's guesstimate. Right about there. So what plans does everybody have this weekend? Anything fun? Oh, you know what? I forgot something else. I knew I would. Luckily, I only got 4 staples in there. thought about it when I first sat down too. I'm right on top of that one. All right. Snip that one too far. Maybe if I use my feet, it's a little bit easier to. That's better. And where do you think you are going? Sounds like I'm listening to some weird soundtrack. Let's see here. Let's try this one. It's an actual ambient sound thingamabobber. And I do not have vinyl scraps yet. I make my own piping. I don't buy it pre-made anymore. I decided it was just not worth spending money on because I was never happy with what I got. It was usually too thin. So making my own, I can make sure that it actually matches the fabric that it's going on. Oh, oh my God, I forgot to post that, didn't I? Okay, let me grab it right now. All right, so let's see, 5 seconds. After I'm done streaming, I will copy this over to the description of the other video as well. And I'm also going to link the piping sheet that I use. There. There we go. Hi, Annie. All right. I got all three up. I've got 4 30 seconds, which is the thin cording that I use, and 5 30 seconds, which is this one, this is the thick one that I use. And then I've also got the I do. Is that a hint, Melissa? Are you volunteering? Oh, that is awesome. I'm so glad to hear it. I totally forgot to post the pics of your bags on my Instagram. I'll have to do that. I've been out of sorts for the past several months, so it's not a priority to update anything really. And I still have to modify my instructions for the sanctuary code because I think people would enjoy making it with the zipper closure. For those of you who don't know, I never made it public, but I did a custom sanctuary tote for Annie there. And she wanted a recessed zipper, and it turned out amazing. I don't know if I'll make any more sanctuary totes without one now. I have to remember to post those photos today. Oh, and hold on. How do I? Uh, how? Huh? Oh, there we go. Figured it out. Yay! I still have so much to learn on YouTube. I'm just crazy. People, what are you doing? What are you doing? Is that your food? Oh, goodness. No idea what the hell I did with my memory card. I think I'm going to cheat the system a little bit here. Oh, geez. Rest, rest, rest. Is it this weekend? I think I saw the invite, but I didn't open it up just yet. And I know that my husband is going to be, he's going to be in Hamilton tomorrow because he's got martial arts. I normally do not like using Sharpie for hiding the edges of raw edge tile, but it would just take way too long for paint to dry. And I do not feel like waiting for that. So this is my way of cheating the system. I have a whole video on how to hide raw edges with leather paint, which is what I did for that lower trim on the front and back panels. But I also Did that 2 days ago, so I had time for it to dry. It's Sunday. Okay, I'll have to get over there if we can, or at least me. It would be a nice excuse to get away from everyone. There we go. Now I'm just throwing hardware everywhere. It's all good. Okay, so once again, I am just going to kind of baste the piping into place. I'm not trying to go almost to the cord because then that will mess with the final when I put them up. Oh, who are you growling and barking at? Looks like my son's about to head down. Sarsha, Sarsha, Eva, both of you need to chill. What's up, kiddo? Yes. What do you want? Make sure you close that gate. You want me to get you some goldfish crackers? Italian. Are you asking for breadsticks? Of course you are. Hold on. Have some patience, kiddo. Okay. All right, I will be right back. I'm gonna go get my son a snack. Okay, I'm back. We have Olive Garden breadsticks in the freezer, and that's what we wanted. So that's what he got. But of course, they smelled so damn good, I had to heat one up for myself. Catching up. If you took off, Nicole, then bye. And we'll see you again. Straighten up when stuff gets pushed out. All right. Now, is there anything else that I've forgotten? Because once I get this stuff together, I am not taking it apart this time. Let's see here. We've got the lining bottom, lining sides, we've got the handles and crossbody strap done. We just need hardware. So I think I got everything that I missed. All right, let's try this again. If I forget anything else, I'm fired. Maybe probably should have left maybe a quarter of an inch of the lining unstitched from the zipper. Might have made this a little bit easier, but screw it. It's an experimental bag, right? Probably would have been a lot easier to do this with a gusset. Oh God, are we talking about that cheater CEO guy again? Yes, it's nice. Oh, probably. Well, I make sure everything's lined up. It looks like it is. And here comes my son. Oh, hey kiddo, not in my room. What? If you want it, come down here, put it on the charger, and then grab the other one. The other one's on the kitchen counter, but plug that one in over here. Over there. Don't come over here. You don't have any clothes on. I'm zoomed in enough that it shouldn't show you, but you don't need to be flashing your underwear all over YouTube. Oh, that didn't even catch. How lovely. That is not an old tablet. The old one's up on the kitchen counter.
Water tower.
Go on.
Water tower.
What about water towers?
This is the water tower.
I am not making a water tower. It's that's just the shape of the bag. It's called a barrel bag. It's not water tower bag. Yes. Nope. Take it up too. It's already fully charged. It's at 100%. Yes, it's 100% charged. Leave the cord on the counter. Yeah. And close the gate so the dogs don't go upstairs. Thank you. Now that I'm looking at it, I think it's a pretty decent size. It's not too small, so that's a good thing. But if I had to choose to carry one again, I definitely prefer the large size. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to baste these on first, just so there's no shifting. And then I'm going to use my pipe. All right, you need to stay out of your way. How can I do this? Go like that. That'll work. All right, here we go. Yeah, I noticed you guys were talking about popcorn, and I was just like, okay, I'll be over here. Popcorn is one of those things that I very rarely like. Wondering if I'm going to switch over to the 1341. successfully basted it. Do the other side, then I'll remove the staples, and then the trick will be to get close enough that the piping gets pulled in nice and tight. And I probably should have just left the piping off because I suck at piping, but I guess we shall see here. This song that I'm listening to right now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it makes me want to listen to Robert Miles. I don't know if any of you were club kids or frequented the bar scene when he was alive. Song was just kind of reminded me of his song of children, which is one of my favorite songs by him. I also like Fable. Yeah, I really want to listen to that whole CD right now. Really? Is it just because I'm talking more quiet or is it cutting out now? Let me unplug it and plug it back in. How's that? Is that better? I do have music playing in the background, but it's not very loud, so I don't think that should interfere. Oh, that's probably my mic. trying to pick up the sewing and the talk. I would be wearing my lav, but oh my god. I need to figure out how to adjust the volume on that thing because I wore it when I was recording. When I write patterns, once I have the gist of the pattern, I will record myself sewing it so that I don't have to try and take to see what I did. I'll talk to the camera and do this on this step, or do this on this step. And just when I'm not doing that, you could literally hear every breath, every flow, every time I took a drink or something. So I decided not to use it, not until I could sort out how to adjust the sound levels on the mic. And I know there's a way, I just haven't done it. I don't think it would be good to sew through a zipper. I'm choppy again. Let me turn off the music. Okay, how is it now? Let's see here. I wonder if maybe the window being open behind me has any bearing on it. Well, I am also switching over to my tablet so I can actually see better. Oh, I'm using the mic right now. I've got a studio mic attached to my camcorder. But I just turned off the music on my laptop. So maybe that'll help. Makes it more quiet in here and it sucks. But that's okay. You know, if YouTube created an account type where you could pay a fee every month and use whatever music you wanted, I would totally pay for YouTube. instead of streaming through Slipstream. Weird. Okay, I'll keep the music off. And I will reserve it for when I need to fill sound in pre-recorded videos. Ugh, now the fun part. Locating all of the staples in the foam. I think the lining should go a lot faster than this because there's no piping. I definitely should have left the piping out. I'd go back and remove it now, but I don't feel like ripping anything out right now. Even though I don't have a problem with seam ripping. In fact, I actually enjoy it. I just want to get through this bag so I can get to the other stuff. And I think while Brittany and Liz are live, I'm going to sew up the two Ymir wallets that I've got cut out. And then maybe if I'm feeling frisky and nobody else is live tonight, I can come back on and do the everyday tote, which would be a lot faster. Yeah, I think my mic was just trying to pick which sound takes priority, and it was probably picking up on the music. I had it really quiet too. At least quiet for me. I think that's all of those. So now I just got to do this side. And then I will switch my foot and spend the next 3 hours trying to get as close to the piping as possible. As much as I love how piping looks on a bag, I try not to do it very often because it is such a pain in the ass. That's all of those. Ow. Okay. Now I'm going to switch to my 1/4 inch piping foot. What's oddly satisfying? You know, I'm going to check my bobbin so I know where I'm going here. That one's getting close to the end. Was it the pulling out staples? Yeah, I could see that. I think it was just a little tougher trying to find it in the foam. But other than that, yeah, it was actually relaxing. All right, so now I get to squish. And I'm going to lay the foot so that the little divot or the channel lays right on top of the piping, or rather right on top of the Welt fill cord. And then I'm just going to kind of use my hemostats to guide where it is. Drop down to a 4mm stitch and cross my fingers and toes and tongue and eyes. No, I should probably not cross my eyes. Whoops. Just sewed through the other side of that I didn't need to. Oh well. I can trim it out. In fact, I'm going to trim this side so I don't do the same thing. Where'd the hell did the piping go? Oh yeah, I'm way off. I am honestly surprised the thread lasted that long. Should probably swap it before I go for another round. Yep, see, that's what I did there. Accidentally stitched that piece in. Which is not a huge deal. It doesn't really do anything, but I know it's there, so it's going to pester me. I do a little wraparound band over the ends of the piping to hide them. All right, so let's see here. That side's nice and tight. Bottom corner is loose. Bottom could use a little tightening. That corner is tighter, but it could still use some more. And this entire side needs to be redone. So, yeah, I gotta go all the way around again and try to get closer. Quite a bit closer. So I'm going to try and get in with a little more than a 1/2 inch. This zipper needs to stay the hell out of my way. Okay. I'm surprised Kiva's not down around my chair right now. She was earlier. Yes, you should be productive. We should all be productive. You should be. But we aren't always, right? I'm going to try going from this side. See if this helps. Oh, wait. I was going to change the bobbin first. Yeah, that's like not even really worth a bobbin dump. Who was that was saving all of their threads? Was that Kim? I'm wondering if I should like start a little bin of them, save them up and give them to her. Which bag are you cutting out now? Ah, gotcha. Now, before I go all the way around, I'm going to take this off and see if I'm getting close enough. If I am, then I'll know I'm in the right area. Hey, Wendy. Okay, yeah, that feels just about right. That looks good too. All right. So I need to go about 1/8 of an inch over. So 5/8 well, maybe 4 and a 16th over. Yeah. Now let's just see if I can get the rest of this thing to cooperate. My watch is telling me I need to get up and move. Hey, Beth. So I'm going to stand up for a sec. And I'm going to do my wiggle, wiggle, wiggle that I've been putting in my pattern. Just to kind of get things circulating and moving. Little stretch. All right. Now I'll get back to it. All right. There we go over the zipper again. All right. Moment of truth. Let's see if I jack this up. Feels like I'm pretty close everywhere but this one spot. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that one spot's a little bit loose, but the rest of it looks okay. So I'm not going to worry about that one spot, but let me see if you can, I don't know if you'll be able to see or not, how tight you want to get up close there. And so if you don't put your stitches right up next to the piping when you make the piping initially, that is just horrible lighting. Then that means when you get over to stitching it into the bag, you won't be able to see the threads that you use to hold the piping together. I think I explained about that last night. And so my lining should still be able to come together, and it will be more hidden. So there's that. Beth, have you ever made the Blanche from Swoon? Yep, it is. Do you remember the construction? Did you have issues trying to get the lining in lined up with the exterior and then top stitching the area, or did you go off pattern for that one? No, I don't remember those because I was only doing masks and watching Lauren's videos for the first few months. I remember seeing her do the Annette, but it was not a sew along. Well, I'm going off pattern for this one and attempting to make it turnout style because I do not like the drop-in method for a bag like this. Yeah, nope, I was still just barely getting through beginner stuff around that time. I definitely would not have attempted this one back then. God, I was doing stuff like Lola and oh, what is that one? The Baker Street bag was pretty simple. I'll have to go back and look and see if I can find any of those videos and see if anybody had a better way to construct this. I think it would have been a lot easier if it was like gusseted, but as many times as I've made this bag, I've always despised it being a drop-in. Yeah, no, it's unless it's a recessed zipper, I agree. I don't think it should be a drop-in. Ugh, a hump jumper would have been ideal right here. There is no way to maneuver one in here. I think if I ever attempt one of these again, I'm going to try doing it the same way, but I'm going to use the 1341 and see if that makes a difference. I have not sewn the Maisie. Uh-oh. Oh no, I lost the piping. Oh, wow. Okay, so it like shifted and went to the other side of the needle. Like all I'm feeling is empty vinyl. Wow. And that's from about here. To here. Well, that's no good. What shape bag is the Maisie? Is that one normally a top zipper drop in? I wonder if I even have that. I might have it. I do have it because it was in the vintage pack. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I have not made that one yet. Ooh, but if that's a top, yeah, no, I'll have to pull up that video if I make that one, because there's. I like swoon patterns. I do, but some of the construction just makes me kind of wonder what was going through her head, because they are made completely different from what I'm used to. I guess it's probably because I also write in a different style, more simplistic. Tons of extra steps, but I was really hoping I could finish this without having to go backwards. Oh, I know there's a few that I don't have, but I definitely collected a huge chunk of them. And I was going back and forth between this one and the Donna because I have not made the Donna yet. And I really want to. But this is first strike, and I made the executive decision to just go for something you've made before. That way it won't be weird. Famous last words. I also have an everyday tote cut out in the same vinyl. I'm trying this thing that I've seen a lot of other people do. Like the owner of It's Squirrelcraft will use an entire roll to make as much as she can and do like a whole set. Whereas I will cut out what I'm planning on cutting out and sewing and then tuck the roll away, and it just sits there taking up space. Donna looks like it'll be easier than Blanche. That's for sure. Oh, these are in there tight because they are right up on the piping. Oh my God. Come on, just one. I just need one to come up. I do love barrel bags. They are, oh, that's the loose one. Really? They are style-wise pretty close second to bowler bags for me. But I have not found a barrel bag design that I absolutely love making. I think this is the fourth Blanche that I've done, but it's the first small Blanche that I've done. So it's a nice pattern, but if you can successfully complete the top stitching part, I think because it's so awkward, because if you look, so you've got, I think the pattern only shows one zipper, but I always put two. But all of the space that's around the outside of the zipper that you would top stitch when you're doing like a zipper pocket and you've got it laying flat, you have to do all of that while maneuvering this entire bag around in the throat of your machine. And even with a cylinder arm, it's tough. Not only that, but you also have to perfectly line up the lining folded edge with the exterior. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. It is. And to this day, the very first one that I did, it still isn't lined up properly. And I ended up using it for like 6 months, only because I could not bring myself to sell it. I would encourage anybody to try it, with the disclaimer that it's definitely not for beginners. I have not. Who is that by? Huh, I've never heard of that. Well, now I'll have to go looking. Shut up, Melissa. Yes, you will. In fact, I think you're going to go look for it and then you're going to DM it to me, because that's what you do. Oh, see, there you go. Just go look through Beth's videos. Ugh. Why must this be so hard? Come on. Coming out in bits and pieces here. Okay, I think I got it all. So let me try and smush the piping, the cording back into place. I wonder how in the hell that slipped out of the way like that. All right. Think of the song I always feel like somebody's watching me. And then check out my view. I don't know how well that's going to come out. But that little twerp is eyeing me. And his buddy. I can get them both in one shot, I think. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at right here. So he's eyeing me from one side of the tank, and this little turd's eyeing me from the other side of the tank. This is Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Tweedledum, I call him that because he is dumb. They are both cowards. And the other day, I went over by the tank to feed them, and I noticed that Dumb was face down, tail up, just kind of hanging there in the back of the tank. And I'm like, oh crap. What the hell's wrong with him? So I get closer and I look, and there's a piece of a plant that had come off and was just kind of floating through the water. And he was laying upside down. Well, not laying, but he was floating upside down, following it and twisting his body to just keep it in his eye line. And he sat there doing that for like a good minute until he finally realized that I was standing outside of the tank. And then the idiot bolted across and slammed his head into the glass. He's definitely not so smart. And Tweedledee reminds me of what is the name of that Star Wars guy who has the he always has the hood on and his face is covered. I think his face is red. This is what I look at on a daily basis. Every time I walk over to the tank. He's just like staring me down like a little psycho. And right now they're still practically babies. They're really small. They're about the size of, well, maybe a plum. They're not too big, but they're going to get up to about 6 inches. And then they won't be able to hide anymore, and I'll actually be able to see them. Hi, Rory. Which one is Akbar? Hold on. Let me see. I'll pull it up. This guy. Whoever that is. That's who he reminds me of. Because he's hiding in his little tube. And it looks like he's wearing a hood. Darth Maul. Okay. See, I've only seen the original 3 films. So I don't know anything about anybody else. Okay, I think I've got I hope I've got it all smushed in the right place. We shall see. Oh, you made a rosy. I haven't touched that one yet. I'm kind of slinged out, but I love seeing them. Nope, I don't want to. I'm going to go back to the side again for this one because it makes it a little bit easier to see. I don't even know how long I've been sewing. How much time do I have until Brittany goes? Looks like I've been 2 hours now. So I've got like an hour or less. Oh, please stay in your lane this time. Come on. All right, fingers crossed I caught it. I don't want to have to pick it out again. She's on at 7. So I still have 2. Is that central? Oh my God, could you guys like stop setting off your damn alarm? All right, it feels like I got it. Let me double check. I can't be too sure. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope I got it. Eastern? Well, then that would be 6 my time. Let me see here, because I'm central like she is. Where is... Geez, really? Okay, 6 o'clock. So she's on in an hour. Yeah. This is going to be tricky. Tricky on the lining since I accidentally stitched so much of it down. but gonna give it a shot. Experimental bag. And if this is a complete failure, I am hunting down my way through your channel, Beth. Oh, okay. I remember Admiral Akbar. He was the fish head looking dude with a mustache kind of a thing. And it sounded like he was talking with his mouth full. I might have to actually sit down and watch all of the other films one day. I was more of a Trekkie. I watched Next Generation religiously. Oh, that feels good. I like being able to just quickly straight stitch. If piping didn't look so damn good, I would swear off doing it ever again. I'm just going to have to try and learn different techniques or play with other fabric types. I don't typically have that many issues when I do piping on canvas or cotton. Oh, my husband's calling. Hold on one moment. Okay. He was just calling to let me know he's on his way home. Well, actually, he's on his way to the vet. He and our oldest made a little trip down to North Carolina last weekend. And unfortunately, at his father's house, all of their animals have fleas. And they brought a couple of hitchhikers home. I didn't do it. Phew, they're gone. And so yeah, they brought some hitchhikers home, and the groomer today called me and told me that she found 3 live fleas on Raven and 1 dead flea in Kiva's ear. And now my ear itches. Oh. So she checked both Pomeranians thoroughly and didn't find any more. Gave Raven a flea bath, and now my husband is going to be stopping at the vet to pick up some flea treatment that we get to spend the next 6 months doing. Yay! We've been in this house for 6 years, and we've never had a flea in the house once. They go down to North Carolina for 3 days. Now all of a sudden we have a mini infestation. I'm just like, nope. I told my daughter, and she went and washed her clothes from the trip right away and started vacuuming everywhere upstairs. I do not blame her. She's a major germaphobe, so anything like that freaks her out. Shut up, Melissa. I said I didn't do it. What part of North Carolina are you in, Wendy? They were over in Greensboro, I think, or is it Goldsboro? I can't remember. One of them that starts with a G and ends with a borough. I did get into Voyager for a couple of years, but I was all about Next Gen. Which is the one that's further southeast? Like it's closer to the center of the state. That's the one they went to. So like they got into, I can't remember if they went through Raleigh. I think the airport they went to, they ended up going. Oh no, that's gonna bug me. And let me pull up a map real quick. Greensboro. Okay, so why can't I see where's Okay, I think they ended up going to an airport west of Raleigh and went down to they went to Fremont. They were in Fremont the whole time, but they were staying in one of the other cities. So it might have been, they might have come in through Greensboro. I can't remember. Okay, then it was probably Goldsboro. So yeah, his dad lives in Fremont. So that's where they were visiting, and they went to the ocean because she's never been to the ocean before. And they went to the aquarium. And they did all this like touristy stuff. And then when they went to his dad's, they picked up some fleas. Oh, did I tell you they were in Fremont? I didn't know if I'd said that or not, but yes, that's exactly where they were. And since there's not really much to see there, they opted to go all over and head to the beach. Last time I was there, the beach was not very pretty. It was overcast and it was chilly, and the waves were a little angry. All right, here's where my experimenting is gonna come into play the most. We'll see how close I can get this lining stitched, and it looks like I might be able to get really close if I use the 1/2 inch seam allowance. I think other than having to deal with the piping, I didn't really have a lot of issues with the sides for the exterior. So I think, yeah, piping aside, this will probably be a successful experiment. Well, I guess let's see what it's like when I turn it. Where's... There you are. Oh my god. Ugh, that yawn just came out of nowhere. I think I hear Cullen upstairs howling. Come pet my butt. Come give me snacks. He's a very whiny old man nowadays. Yes, my cat. The boy cat. Well, I guess the girl cat's a bit whiny too. Except she doesn't really like people. If you're not scratching her butt, or giving her treats. She doesn't want to have anything to do with you. But for those minuscule 30 seconds, you are her best friend ever. And it's kind of funny because they are going to be 16 in September. I guess it's not super old by cat standards, but they're definitely both getting more grumpy. But being almost 16, until we moved into this house, Bella hated any kind of treat. So she went her entire life not eating treats, not letting us spoil her or anything. Then one day, a few years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, I got these treats that have catnip blended in them. And I figured I'd try it, not expecting her to like them because, she doesn't like treats. And practically the second she sniffed one, she damn near went into heat and started humping the damn floor. I mean, she's fixed. She wasn't actually going into heat, but she was very excited about it. And now we can't walk past her without her demanding them. So she went from never wanting treats a day in her life to being literally obsessed with cat treats. All right. Let's do this. Fingers crossed, no more issues, and then I might actually be able to get this done before I go offline. I should probably pull the map back up so I can map stalk my husband before he gets here, because the dogs will lose their minds when he comes through the door. Okay, he's about 5 minutes away. So when he pulls into the garage, I'm going to get up and go put the dogs in the backyard, just so nobody goes deaf, because Raven has some pipes. Kiva and Saoirse are just annoying, but Raven will damn near make your ears bleed. All right, we got to get up close in this thing. think I'm gonna stop here and then go back up the other way. So otherwise it's gonna be really hard to manipulate the exterior to fold in the right direction. I definitely should have sewn this side panel down. What are you listening to, Jaded? Oh. She's got some pipes, that's for sure. I don't know how melodic they are, though. Hi, Colin. Oh, geez. Is it in Oregon? 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 Oh, come on, get off of there. Still too close for comfort. All right, so I can't get super close. Let me try going at it again from this side. I mean, I could always just add a rivet, which would be fine with me. I hear you. Whoops, I bunched that. Oh well. You can see how close I got. So much darker on this side. So that's about maybe half an inch in space between what I could stitch. Oh, damn. Keep an eye on it and get the hell out of there if you have to. Is that coming down from the Canada wildfires? Oh, damn. Well, stay safe. That's no bueno. Oh, wait a sec. Did he? Oh, he's at the groomers right now. All right, so got at least another 5 to 10 minutes. Well, with as unpredictable as the fires have been all over lately, maybe you should be ready before they say ready. I'm telling you, Mother Nature is trying to reset and take everything back. Humanity does not deserve this planet. Holy crap. Why are there so many fires all over that screenshot? Are there seriously wildfires all over in those states? That is insane. Wow. All right, so I'm going to trim off these end pieces of zipper just in case I do decide to add rivets. I don't want them to be in the way. I am not going to trim off the seam allowance, but I'm going to, let me go back to this. Turn this out and see just how badly I screwed it up. Yeah, we don't really get a lot of wildfires in Minnesota. We get a lot of the smoke from surrounding wildfires, but some of the rainstorms have been trying to take us out lately. Like we've had a lot of flash flood warnings. I think the last one lasted like a week. And we live semi-close to a pretty big river that when we get flood warnings, I mean, the river can get pretty damn high, but it has not reached a point where it overflows into the streets yet. But I'm telling you, Mother Nature is trying to get us there. All right. We're going to pump some steam into here. Make it nice and soft. Oh, while this is steaming up, I'm going to let the dogs out. I will be right back. Okay. Yeah, see, that's probably why we don't get any fires, like not a lot of fires. It's probably because we're constantly drenched. Welcome back, Nicole. And yes, I am still here, but I am closer to the end. So I might actually be able to finish this up before Brittany goes live. Because all I have to do is add the hardware to my crossbody strap and then attach the handles and add the strap ends. Ouch. Okay, so yeah, the piping's not too bad, and I did manage to get it to pop out into place. So yay for that. I just need to open up the zipper here. Where is the zipper? There you are. Come on. I should let Kiva in real quick because I don't want her getting stuck in the gate because she's a dum-dum. No. Kiva, come. Kiva, you wait. Actually, Saoirse, come here. Saoirse, come. Move, Raven. Come on, Saoirse. Saoirse, come on. Saoirse. No, Raven. Saoirse, come. Come on, Saoirse. Saoirse. Saoirse, get in here. Oh my God. Okay, fine. You can wait. Kiva, you stop. Oh, come here, psycho. You psycho. See, look, she's clean. And she's got little bows in her hair that she's probably going to knock off in a day or two. Are you growling at your sister? Are you growling at your sister? Huh? You growling at your sister? Your sister should have come in. Let me try. Oh, there goes one of your bows. No. No, Raven. Wait, you wait. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Really? Come here, girls. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Kiva, Saoirse, come here. Come on. Kiva, come here. Come on. Okay, well, that's kind of quiet. They heard the door. I left Raven outside. Okay, locking them in my office was a bad idea. I would have left their butts outside, but the Pomeranians are small enough that they can creep underneath the side gate, and then they get stuck in the side of the house. So I didn't want to leave them out there. Oh, don't you start whimpering now. I sent him a quick text. These dogs are in here losing their minds. Are you going to come inside? There. I'm going to close up this pocket later because I want to switch to black thread, and I'm too lazy to do it right now. Okay, so in the corners, it looks like I did not get close enough on this side. So I'll have to turn it out and fix that later. But for now, it's doable. I got to steam and reflatten the bottom. But go ahead and get these done. Oh, I forgot to do my marks on them. Raven is in the backyard and the Poms are behind me. You want me to let them up?
Yeah, they can come up.
All right, go get Daddy.
Oh my God!
They've been serenading YouTube.
Have they, you can tell the difference between the volume of their hair.
Oh, I know. All right. Melissa says hi.
Hello, Melissa. All right, I'm gonna go get Raven.
Okay. How about you step outside so she'll shut up first?
All right.
Take them all with you, actually. Hey, bud, what are you doing? Get out of there, please. Oh my God. I'm going to mute it for a minute until things quiet down. Yes, absolutely. Take them all with you. I get a headache with those dogs barking. They don't do that to me. That's all for him. They love him just a little bit too much. Well, although Kiva would rather follow me around. But I think she just does that because she's trying to replace Sweetie, which will never happen. Sorry to her, but your dad's outside with the dogs. I'm guessing that all of your dogs were being better behaved when mine were going off because they were wondering who in the hell was acting like a fool while they were sitting there being all sweet and innocent. Hey, bud, go in your room, please. Not in the living room. Little smarty pants. All right. Hole punch. Hey, kid, don't go getting in trouble. Don't you laugh. It's not funny. You won't be laughing if I take your tablet. That is not your real dad. It's not coming to life. My son built his own little mannequin out of a bunch of clothing stuffed inside some Minecraft PJs and a Jack Skellington plushie for the head and skeleton hand shaped salad tongs for the hands. And he used like duct tape to tape it all together. And now he keeps moving it around the house saying that it's his real dad. That kid has quite the imagination. Can somebody please invent a handheld hole puncher that actually fits women's hands? Like,
Dad.
this one fits in my hands better than my regular hole punch, but it's still too big. What are you doing, kiddo? Yeah, I don't even have little hands. I thought my hands were relatively big, but not big enough apparently. Hey, Kiva. Kiva, come here.
That's not Kiva. That's Sarsha.
Oh, is that Saoirse losing her mind?
She's the only one with bows this time.
Who?
Saoirse.
Did Kiva lose her other bow?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? She literally just lost one like
Were they all the same color?
3 minutes ago over here. Yes. Normally, she's the one that makes them last at least a week.
How they behave.
Don't mess with those, please.
What are those?
Those are things that I need to sew.
You want to go to the high school, bud? Walk around.
No.
Nope, not in there. You don't.
I just want to see hang out in the sweetie mark of a boo boo.
Cutie mark, you said?
How about you? Please go upstairs.
Come on, bud.
I just want to make a fuzzy sheep.
No, we're not making fuzzy sheep.
Can we make fuzzy sheep?
We're not making fuzzy sheep.
Fuzzy sheep. Smarty sheep. What that for?
You ready to go upstairs? We'll go upstairs.
No.
We'll talk upstairs.
No, I just want dinner.
It's not dinner time yet, kiddo.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You can wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 40, 39 minutes. I can math. Oy. Yeah, mine are biggish hands, but like I bought these because they were kind of pinky purple, but even they're too big for me to grip comfortably, and they just feel massive compared to the red ones. These ones are a little bit easier, but it's still a bit of a stretch, and it does not feel good. We need some ergonomically correct ones. All right, so I've got 10 minutes. I'm just going to, which side is which? So that's the back. So I'm just going to add these with clips for now. Hey, Kiva, what's your deal? Oh, are you mad now you can't get down here? Oh, you poor little teen. Hi, Saoirse. Kiva's mad because she can't get down to me. Saoirse's mad because she can't get upstairs to Daddy. Okay. I am absolutely in love with my machine when I can't tell the difference between the top stitching and the bobbin when I do handles. All right, so there it is. That is the smaller version of the Blanche barrel bag. Still got to fix the bottom, and I might train the sides a little bit. Plus, I got to turn it out and try and get the stitching a little bit closer on the lining. But that's it. One strike down, 3 to go. And I should be able to knock those ones out because the everyday tote's relatively quick and the wallets are pretty easy too. So, yay. Yeah, that piping is, I got in there pretty tight. All right. Well, thanks for popping in. I'm going to try and do more lives, as I said yesterday. And I also need to start getting to my board of videos to do pre-recordeds. Currently, we are looking at, what is it? Today's Friday. So we got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is the deadline for my testers to complete the test for the new bag. And within the next couple of days, I'm going to film the tutorial for it and then get everything finalized. So fingers crossed, no guarantees. The new pattern should be out next Saturday. So not tomorrow, but next Saturday. And after that, I also have an add-on pack that's coming for this same bag. Lots of extras. And that one's got to go into testing still once I'm finished making everything, obviously. I also have plans to finally do a Bat Company wallet tutorial since I have not done that yet. Everybody's been directed to Beth's channel to get one because she's got a really good tutorial over there. And what else? So new videos, more lives, new pattern coming soon, add-ons coming soon, Bat Company wallet tutorial coming. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's my updates for the summer. Yay. So, yep, thanks for popping in. And I'm going to sign off and head over to Brittany's channel and see what they got going on for today. Bye.